So we need to make sure that you've had some training before you leave the hospital on how to clear the airway and how to start some basic life support, because I think there is a risk that she could choke or she could struggle with her airway. Okay. And the nurses on the ward will go through that with you before you go home, and then Sarah can
we can go through it all again.
Go through it again
as well.
That would help, because at the moment, obviously, everything's a little bit of a.
It's a small risk. It's not. It's not a big risk, but we need to be prepared for that, because even a small risk of something so frightening, as long as you have the skills, then you know what to do.
Yeah.
So that is, again, what needs to be on the plan, that if she did have severe breathing difficulty, you'd start, most important thing is to clear the airway and start resuscitation, and again call an ambulance.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to ask me?
I think what we need to do is probably just take a breather,
Talk to Sarah as well.
Yeah, we'll see Sarah tomorrow.
And then go from there. I just think it's a lot to take in at the moment.
Yeah.
When we make a plan like this, we also need to think where the copies would be of that. So we'd certainly want you to have a copy and keep it with you at all times.
Yeah.
And the copy needs to be with Florence wherever she is.
Right.
If she goes to grandparents,
and say mum and dad need one as well.
We can make sure that there's a copy there.
Mm-hmm.
Does she doesn't go anywhere else now? She's only
No.
4 months old, isn't she?
Yeah.
So that's important. But we'd have a copy on her records in the hospital, and the community nurses would have a copy as well.
And I'm guessing, well, if heaven forbid we had to call an ambulance, then obviously we would pass on that copy.
Yes, so they'd want to see a copy, and we can actually register the plan with them.
Right.
Would they automatically know?
Well, then it does come up on their system that they're travelling to a house where there's a baby with a special plan.
Okay.
Right.
So I think it is worth doing that, if that's okay, all right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like kind of progression at last.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry we don't really have any more answers at this stage, but I think the important thing is to get you and Florence home and get you back into as normal a life as we can. Yeah. And I will be seeing you again I think it's in 2 weeks for a follow-up appointment. And of course you've got Sarah, and you'll be coming.
Well, I'll be coming every week, but in the early days, I'll probably be seeing you more frequently than that.
Okay.
And when we see you in those few weeks, we have the results that we're waiting for? Or?
I hope so, yes. We should have those last results back, but as I said before, I just don't want you to. They may not give us the answer. In quite a lot of cases, we don't ever know the exact answer to.
Is it purely because Florence is so young?
No, it's just that we don't have tests for all the different kinds of leukodystrophy there are.
Okay.